Welcome to another Sheffield United Way match preview. Here we go as we look ahead to the Friday night 8 p.m. kickoff under the lights, as Chris Wilder is wont to say, at beautiful downtown Bramall Lane against 21st placed Hull City. Tigers, Tigers, rah, rah, rah.
Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole.
United's last game was, in my opinion, an incredible 2-1 away win, coming from behind. Okay, we weren't great first half, but at Swansea City, under the lights, as Chris Wilder is wont to say. The sort of game which can galvanise a squad and help hugely on that road to winning you promotion. And Ryan Brewster scored. You heard me right. 𝗤𝗵𝗴 𝗕, that boy, loves opening the play up. Has to start for me in this match against Hull. We also welcomed 𝗤𝗵𝗴 back to the fold. We have a video all about the Chilean on this channel. Check it out if you haven't already. It's a rare one for me. I was a little bit lazy and I just did it off the top of the dome, as the kids say, with only a few notes. Not my style, and judging by the views, not yours either, but we move. Also, it's available as an audio podcast as well. There's actually quite a bit of info in there. I jest, of course. Hull City lost at home 2-1 to QPR last time out. Joel Gelhardt, former Leeds player, scoring for the Tigers, rah, rah, rah. They played a 4-2-3-1, and it was a team which I will let Ant run you through because he is our Hull representative. We'll get to him very soon. But before we get to Blades team news and the view from Hull, as I've alluded to, let me thank our video sponsors, 𝗬𝗫𝗃 Bar and Grill. 𝗬𝗃𝗃 is a stunning premium bar set over 2 floors with 2 bars, separate restaurant space, luxury unique VIP boxes if you want to private hire them for you, your family or friends. And you can say Sheffield United Way sent you. 𝗬𝗃𝗃 truly is Sheffield's ultimate social experience. 𝗬𝗃𝗃 is also the Sheffield United Way's designated pre- and post-match bar of choice. All the live matches that are on telly are on there. It's the perfect place to meet friends before making the very short walk to Bramall Lane for the big game, because you'll find 𝗬𝗃𝗃 at the entrance to New Era Square. Okay, let's talk Blades' predicted lineup. I'm going with Michael Cooper, Sariki, Anel, Jack Robinson, Harrison Burrows, Peck, Souza, O'Hare, Brooks, Ben Brereton Diaz, Tyrese Campbell. Sariki going forward, he's terrific. Defending, not bad. Needs a little bit of work maybe. He doesn't start all the time. And maybe if he doesn't start, it's because he's come back from that lengthy injury. But maybe he should be one that we're talking about starting all the time, because this lad's the new Cafu. I mean, I don't understand what happened at Rotherham. He got such bad reviews. We read them in roysviewfrom.com. But he seems like an absolutely incredible force going forward. I mean, dare I say it, he actually reminds me a little bit of Kyle Walker. Don't at me. Anel, Jackie long throw, or could we go Gilchrist next to Anel? I like Robbo, you know I do, big fan. But Gilchrist, as I mentioned on a few other videos, including the new one about John Joe Kenny, who I nearly called John Joe Shelby 6 times, Gilchrist got rave reviews playing for Chelsea Youth as a centre-back. I know he's not the tallest. I mean, for me, he is the tallest, but he probably is good. He's got that jumping reach. Maybe he's got a Sam McCallum, salmon-like jump. Until we see him there regularly, we don't really know. Harrison Burrows, as I mentioned, then Peck. Now, Tom Davies seems to be out for an unknown time. I really hope he's out for a very short time, because I like him. I like him a lot. I think he's been a real breath of fresh air. Vinny Souza, hopefully back. I've said he will be, but that's really guesswork at the time I'm recording this. We know Gus Harmer out with suspension for 2 games, but he'll be back for some of the big ones, some of the crucial ones at the top end. Callum O'Hare, Brooks. Now, there's an argument for Ryan Brewster starting this game after his goal. But of course, Brewster with fitness, you never really know if he's going to play 2 on the trot in such quick succession. The championship is relentless. But Brooks always seems to do well. He certainly did in pre-season with Sariki behind him. I want to see more of that. Rak-Sakyi, if fit, I think will be back off the bench. Ben Brereton Diaz to start. I think we're right to see that. And Tyrese Campbell, I mean, he's the best player in the world. Disagree or like what you see? Let me know your thoughts. To run the rule over the opposition, we have Ant from the Hull and Back podcast.
Hi guys, it's Ant from the Hull and Back podcast. Our form was pretty decent up until last night. We played, I think it was 3 of the top 6 in a really tough game at Millwall away, and only come away with 1 defeat, and that was at home to Borough. Obviously got a 3-3 draw against Leeds, and we beat Blackburn and Millwall away without conceding, which is very unlike us. Our problem is our home form. We're really, really bad at home. Last night just goes to show that, obviously we played against QPR, and they went 2-0 up, and we almost brought it back later with a goal towards the end. But we never really looked like scoring many goals. We don't have many goal scorers, but we seem to be grinding results away against teams that probably, you don't expect to away from home. So we may be going to the Sheffield United game with a little bit more optimism than we would a home game. But yeah, we are just kind of grinding out points at the minute. We're by no means smashing teams out the park or convincing anybody that we're going to really push out the mess we're in. But we are getting to a position where we're looking like we're harder to beat. Teams aren't coming up and just easily cruising over us like they were under Tim Walter. We're more structured and organised, and the players have a clear instruction and play like they know what they're doing, which is the most important thing. But a lot of new signings coming in as well. Hopefully 𝗏𝗏 features against you lads on Friday. But yeah, we're in quite a tough spot because of injuries. Like you say, unavailable at the minute. We've got arguably our two best wingers, Miller and Bellumi, are out for the full season. Kasey Palmer's out, and Charlie Hughes, they're out until February. Louis Coyle's out now as well. So we are suffering a bit with injuries, but I think the team's getting to a position where we're actually getting a bit of quality depth, which is good. So I think it'll be a similar team to what played against QPR. So it'll probably be 𝗏𝗏, Pedro, and Vaughan up top, with Slater, Poeta, and Alzate in the middle, and then Drame, Jones, McLaughlin, and Finn Burns as the back four, with Rushworth in goal. Will probably be the team we go with Joseph on the bench. But Crooks might get a start in the middle above someone like Slater, but I think he'll play Slater because the Sheffield United connection. But yeah, it should be a good game. Expecting a defeat, but we go there expecting to maybe just try and get a point at most. But yeah, it'll be a tough game. Good luck, guys.
Thank you, Ants. Not good at home, but better away. Didn't like hearing that. The referee for Sheffield United versus Hull City is Andrew Kitchen. He's taken charge of 18 games so far this season. He's given 65 yellows. That's slightly high, but he's only given 1 red, and he's only given 3 penalties. He likes, therefore, to brandish the yellow, but not fond of the big decisions. He gave 8 yellows in our match in September against Watford at the Lane. You might remember we won 1-0. He also, though, gave a penalty, one of his very few, in that match. That was the only time he's been our ref, and I mean that ever. He's taken charge of Hull City once this season as well. They lost 2-1 at home against West Bromwich Albion. He's refed Hull 4 times. They've not won a single one. We now come to our player connections, brought to you by 𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗹𝗏, a virtual band. Many of their members are Blades, so support them like they support us. Check out 𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗹𝗏.com. Their latest album is called Tall Tales of 10 Girls. We always pick 4 for played for both. My 4 for this one: Regan Slater. Regan Newman Slater. Hello, Newman. Born in 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, a Blades fan, made 3 appearances for United in all competitions, scored once. Wikipedia reminds me, it says this: Slater made his first team debut against Grimsby Town, scoring a goal in a 4-2 victory and becoming the youngest footballer to achieve this feat for the club. I must admit, I knew that at a time, and I've since forgotten. For Hull, he's been a steal. 132 appearances and counting, 8 goals, a popular midfielder at the, checks notes, MKM Stadium. Stephen Quinn, the 38-year-old, still playing for Mansfield Town, a popular midfielder for United from 2005 to 2012. He played 237 times, scored 22 goals, went to Hull in the 2012 season as they were a championship side and we were languishing in League One. Wouldn't be for much longer, though. Ended up playing 97 times and bagged 5 over 3 seasons for the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Rah, rah, rah. Billy Sharp, also 38, same age as Quinny, played for United over 3 spells. Everyone knows about the skipper, so I won't go into detail there, but I will add his Tigers, rah, 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 stats. 13 appearances, no goals in 2023-24. Now at Doncaster Rovers, again, 33 appearances and 10 goals already this season. Class is permanent. Harry Maguire, 2010 to 2014, with 166 appearances for United, 12 goals. Not bad, that, is it, for a centre-back? The only team he's played more for is Manchester Red, where he's played 226 times, if you're interested. Joined Hull after the Blade. Slow start. I remember a few people saying, we did well to get, I can't remember how much it was. Was it 4 million, something like that? Slow start, but then really got going. 75 appearances, 3 goals in 3 seasons. Who else can you think of? Let me know in the comments. And finally, we come to our score predictions. If you'd like your score prediction shared here, if you want to get a whole host of other benefits as well as support us, head to patreon.com/SheffUnitedWay. We need more Patreons. It really helps us. It's good to get the community together, but it helps us to continue to do what we do. We've got some big plans going forward. Unfortunately, all of them cost money. So if you want to help us out, that'd be brilliant. Blades fans in our WhatsApp group chat. What do they know? Do they know things? Let's find out. Maury says a cagey affair Hull have picked up as of late. So I'd say a tight, close, edgy 2-1 Blades win. Yes, Maury, they have, apart from their literal last game. Ray also thinks another 2-1 after our Tuesday night result by the same scoreline. John O.T. says 2-0 United. Got to keep that home clean sheet record going. Liam says 2-1, as it tends to be an awkward game versus Hull City. Justin agrees. Ollie fears it's going to be a draw with our injuries. Mr. Paul thinks 3-0 United. Carl, Ant and Adam all also agree and say 3-0. But James says 4-0. Mark, hold fast, and Matt saying 2-0 Blades. John goes one further and says, yes, 2-0, but Ben Brereton Diaz and Campbell scoring. He's sticking his neck out and actually going with the goal scorers. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching or listening to this match preview. Up the Blades.